N. Korea fires missiles toward sea as U.S. warns over nukes.
Here's a summary of the article.
Seoul, South Korea. North Korea fired 2 short-range ballistic missiles toward the sea on Friday in its first ballistic weapons launches in 2 weeks, as the U.S. military warned the North that the use of nuclear weapons will result in the end of that regime. The statement said South Korea strongly condemns the launches, calling them a grave provocation that undermines regional peace and violates UN Security Council resolutions banning any ballistic activities by North Korea. North Korea sees such regular drills by Seoul and Washington as practice for launching an attack on the North, though the allies say their exercises are defensive in nature. Since late September, North Korea has launched a barrage of missiles toward the sea in what it called simulated tests of tactical nuclear weapon systems designed to attack South Korean and U.S. targets. Advertisement. South Korea and the United States have strongly warned North Korea against using its nuclear weapons preemptively. Last month, South Korea's defense ministry warned North Korea that using its nuclear weapons would put it on a path of self-destruction. In recent days, North Korea has also fired hundreds of shells in inter-Korean maritime buffer zones that the two Koreas established in 2018 to reduce frontline military tensions.
This post received a score of 5,300, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
40-plus missiles fired into the ocean this year, only one with enough sense and foresight to fight back against Mr. Nimbus.
Absolutely futile. He's Mr. Nimbus, he controls the police.
Fight, fuck, flee. Man, North Korea really hates the sea.
I choose to interpret as Kim taking a stance against Amber Heard and her role in the Aquaman movies.
Kim Jong-un is the new Black Panther. He is fighting Namor.
I'm rooting for Namor then.
I like they leaned into the Mayan, Aztec lore for this iteration of Namor. He looks so cool. Who'd I need to sacrifice on top of a temple so I get those absolutely lit winged sandals? Fish hate him.
You know what would be cool, guys? If in 10 years or so we learned that North Korea was the only thing keeping Cthulhu from emerging from the depths all this time.
Talk about a plot twist, eh?
Yeah, but what if it turns out everything we know about Cthulhu is actually propaganda and his return will bring about world peace and prosperity through non-destructive, non-monkey's paw irony sort of means?
Then I will think poorly of North Korea's continued attacks to our overlord in wait.
Every time the US does something, North Korea attacks the sea. The sea is innocent, please stop attacking it.
This is just international edition of Notice Me Senpai.
He really hate Bikini Bottom.
Poor SpongeBob.
There's a theory that U.S. atomic testing in Bikini Atoll created SpongeBob and the inhabitants of Bikini Bottom. I twinks this as a plausible theory.
Did your phone auto-correct think into twinks?
Have you read their name? I dunno if it was an accident.
OMG, Kim is still masturbating?
Fires missiles like masturbating for him.
Count me down from 5. Count me down from 10. Hits button.
The war with the sea continues.
NK just hates that fucking ocean, man.
Old man yell at cloud, North Korea shoots at water.
That fish that had to move 4 times already is pissed.
He's the only one in the world that takes the Godzilla threat seriously. Have an award, sir.
Face only mother can love.
I suspect these missile tests are messages to Xi. Xi has said he needs to test his military. I doubt he wants to test it against the US. He has said as much. Yep, that would make sense. Kim knows he has no chance against the US, like there's no way his missiles would reach mainland before being blown up into pieces. Beijing on the other hand is right next to them. It's just him saying, I can pull the dead man switch if you dare to touch me, while screaming US bad at the top of his lungs to his people.
This has nothing to do with threatening China, and suggesting it does is very Reddit. They lob a missile into the ocean every once in a while to get the US and Japan on a negotiation table for foreign aid so they don't have half their country starved to death. They threaten to hit Japan and accompanying US bases, which is basically the only reason this works.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.